there friends, Rebecca here, the Dragon Librarian from Farmington Community Library, and I'm here with Brill today to talk to you about a couple different books that we really have just recently been diving into because they are part of a particular fandom, and really it's a fandom that we can't stop thinking about. So it's Stranger Things, and I know it's been a while since the latest season of Stranger Things has been out, but I just really miss those characters. I really miss Hawkins and Deanna, and I just want to go back there so badly. I know we don't really know when the 5th and final season is coming out, but while we're waiting in between season 4 and season 5, there are lots of other ways to experience the excitement of the show and these characters outside of the show itself. So we've got a bunch of different graphic novels. I'm only going to talk about a couple of them today, and also a few books as well. I'm just going to talk about one though, but it's a good introduction to, you know, if you are a really huge fan of Stranger Things, or even if you're really just starting to get into the fandom and you're really excited about finding all the different stuff that you possibly can, here is a good place to start. So the first thing I want to talk about are the graphic novels. There are quite a few graphic novels for Stranger Things. All the ones I've read so far have been really good, but there's 3 in particular I want to talk about today. The first one being Zombie Boys, which is a hilarious cover. I really enjoy this cover a lot. It reminds me of Plants vs. Zombies, and I'm not sure why. But it basically is about the boys, and they're just trying to film this monster movie that they've created, and it's a really short little story. It's just this one-shot story of them, and it's just fantastic. If you love Dustin and Will and Mike, you're gonna just absolutely love this one. Like I said, it's a really cute, short little one-off story of all of them. Highly recommend it. It's super adorable. So the next one was one I really liked, and it's for a very specific reason, which is that I love the holidays. And this one is the Stranger Things Holiday Collection. So it's all the little holiday specials that Stranger Things has. The artwork, as you can see from the cover, is absolutely gorgeous. And this is another one that is just it's super fun, and of course it deals with the characters and the holiday season, and of course there are shenanigans and craziness as well. So we've got Halloween, winter, and summer, right? 3 very different times of year. The best one being, of course, Christmas time, but the artwork for this is also really fantastic. Like I said, I love this one a lot, specifically because of the artwork. So last but certainly not least, this one is actually my favorite one, and this is basically just the Stranger Things Omnibus Volume 1. So this is a collection of different Stranger Things graphic novels that are super fantastic. There's 3 total in here, and this is a much more heftier volume, where these other 2, like I said, for this first one especially, is very small, and even the holiday collection is a couple short stories, but they're very small as well. This one is hefty. It's a big chunky book, so it's got quite a few adventures in here. There's 3 separate stories, and they're all really different from each other. So the first one deals with Will when he gets taken into the Upside Down, and it's basically the story but told from his point of view, and some of the stuff he comes across, which is really cool because, you know, we're experiencing the show in season 1 through all these other characters, and we see glimpses of Will and some of the stuff he's going through, but this entire thing is just all from him. And I just love the, like, eerie dread, like, feeling that you get from some of this artwork. The tones and everything for it are just, they're very subdued. You know, it's colorful, but also in a specific sort of color palette. It's fantastic. So the second one is really interesting because it is a prequel. So it's a prequel to the first season, and it's called 6. And, well, it's a prequel rather to the entire series, but particularly season 1. And it deals with a bunch of the kids and their experiments that are being done on them. So this was really cool because if you're looking for new characters, if you're looking for new experiences within this world, this is where it's at. It's so good. I loved it. It was really incredible. And again, you know, the artwork is fantastic. And last, but certainly not least, because it's absolutely super fun, this last one is called Science Camp. And yes, it is the story of Dustin when he is at that science camp that we hear all about when he comes back, right? And in season 3. And it's all about the adventures that he gets up to when he is in camp, because we hear a little bit about it, but we don't know about everything that happens during that time period. And this is Dustin's story of that time period. So any Dusty fans, you're going to really love that as well. So these books are super fantastic. Like I said, there's a couple other graphic novels that we have too at the library that are really good. Those are the 3 that I think are my favorite for the reasons I just explained. So if you're looking for, and I think they're also really good for fans that are really invested in the series, and also for fans that are maybe just looking to, like, you know, get started with exploring some of the other aspects of the fandom. So last but not least, there are Stranger Things books. These are books that are based in the Stranger Things world, usually with characters that we know and love, and they kind of flesh out the story of the show a little bit more. So we have quite a few of them at the library, but I just want to talk about one today, which is Rebel Robin. So a couple reasons why I want to talk about this. The first one being, it's about Robin, who is my personal favorite character from the show. I love her so much. So knowing that she was getting her own book just blew my mind and made me so happy. The other thing that I wanted to mention about it is that it's by A.R. Capetta, who is a young adult author who has written a myriad of other books that I absolutely love. So when I saw that they were the ones writing this, I was just over the moon excited. So this takes place before Robin appears in the show in season 3, and it's basically her journey of self-discovery. She is starting to realize that she is gay. She doesn't really know what to do with these feelings. She doesn't really know who to tell. So she thinks the best way to be a full, well-rounded, cultured self is to go run away to Europe. And she's going to spend a summer in Europe learning and just basically becoming her true self. So she's trying to raise money to do that, and also there's all these things going on in town as well around her. So, like I said, I love that this is a book completely about Robin. It does feature a couple of the other characters. If you are a fan of the show, you will recognize some of the other cameos in this. But it is primarily featuring Robin, which was really, really fun. So if you love the show, if Robin is a character that you love, this completely fleshes her out a lot. And if you just can't get enough of her like me, give this one a shot because you will absolutely love it. Rebel Robin. So, like I said, there's a lot of different Stranger Things tie-ins and media things that we've got at the library. Those are just a small sampling. So, like I said, I've been really thinking about Stranger Things a lot lately. It's been on my mind. I have really wanted to go back and rewatch the whole show again while we're waiting for that last season to come out. So if you're anything like me and you're thinking of doing that too, and you want to delve a little bit more deeply into the fandom and the characters, then this is a great place to start. So thank you so much for watching, everyone, and have a wonderful rest of the day.